Hey, welcome back to Seven Anubis Farms. Today we're going to be doing some planting. So it is officially Mother's Day. We've hit the barrier on when we could actually plant. It's a gorgeous day. If anything, it's a little warm, but we're going to go get these tomatoes put in. We'll start there and kind of work our way through a whole bunch of different things today. So hang out with us today while we get some stuff put in the garden. And we're happy you guys are all back. We've broke the 8,000 subscriber mark as of a couple of days ago, so we're pretty excited about that. So yeah, keep up the viewership and the likes and subscribe and pass it along to your friends. But yeah, things are on the uptick here, so thanks again for all of our dedicated watchers. So on to the planting. Welcome back to Seven Anubis Farms, and we've been really busy this week. Lots of planting. It's been that season. The flowers are really starting to come in. I'm really pleased with this Sweet William that you see right in front of me here. Planted this last year, and it has just come up into this wonderful bed. Right behind that, we're going to have some snow on the mountain. Or no, sorry, snow in the summer. Not quite the same thing. Big carpeting plant back there. But yeah, that's what we've been focusing on. So I'll show you today. We're going to kind of go through some of the things that we've been doing around here in terms of planting, how we've carved up our market garden this year and redid that. It's been a little bit of a year of transformation, lessons learned from that first year. Yeah, we're officially only on our second year of actual farming. We've been here for 3 years. But we've only been farming really for 2. This is be our second year, so some lessons learned. We have learned a lot that first year on some things just not to do, or how to build something, or how to lay out your garden, all kinds of different stuff. So right behind me here is a whole string of yarrow, which is about to flower. Yeah, we know that some people think that that's really kind of a weed. I think in Europe and in England, they, from what I understand, they think that's basically a weed. And I could see where they get that because it proliferates everywhere. But we really like it. It's got a nice fern look to it for Northeast Colorado, kind of an arid area. It is really fantastic looking. So as part of the planting, or rather tree and bush purchase we did from the Yuma County Conservancy, we got these Colorado spruce and junipers. So I'm going to get these things put into the sun. When we got them, they were a little small on the start side, so I went ahead and potted them. They've shown some really nice growth though, so I'm pretty pleased with these guys. Very pretty. They should make for a really great windbreak. Got the area mowed out on our west tree line for our pasture, and these guys will get 30, 40 feet tall. So some of these will even get bigger than that, right? And 60 feet tall, these things, these junipers and these spruce, right? So, and they make for a great wind block because they get really big and wide too. A lot of what we currently have for our wind blocks are these very 2 plants. But anyway, we got several of these. I think there's 20 that we can put into our tree line. And I'm pretty excited about getting these guys out there. So anyway, just getting them put into the sun, get them hardened off for a couple of days so that we don't take them out there and they just don't get burned up immediately. But I thought this was a great deal. As you can see, these guys are pretty tiny. This guy here is a little tiny, but if you look carefully, there's a lot of new growth on him. So The roots have all taken. It's another advantage of having grow lights inside. Is you can start off things like this to give them a better chance before you take them right out into the wilds of your pasture. You'll have to pardon the geese over here. I just gave them a little quarter bale of alfalfa, and they're very excited that they get to pick through it. So we did go a different direction. Last year we didn't do peas or beans, climbing beans, so like green beans, right? We didn't do those, but this year we did. So I've set up 3 16-foot mounds with the 16 feet worth of cattle fence in here, right? So each row is 16 feet. 2 of those are Kentucky pole beans, and then these are green snap peas, not snap peas, sorry, snow peas. So 32 feet of Kentucky pole beans and then 16 feet of peas. Should net a fair amount of peas and beans. I know that may not seem like a lot, but they'll trellis right up these cattle panels. They're really on here good. Using T-posts, I've just found with the wind, weather, problems like that, the more sturdy you build anything, the better you're off from having to redo it again. So the last step on doing this, really, everything's planted. I'm going to put some straw down to act as a bit of a mulch, and then later on when I get my order in, I'm going to pull the straw back and put some clover in for some living pathways, right? So hopefully the area between the mounds will end up being clover and help rebuild this soil, and also provide some help to whatever's growing in these rows. It doesn't always have to be the same kind of beans, but I think this will be our pea and bean area going forward. So pretty excited. Everything's in. Everything's nice and watered. And now we just have to get this straw put out and on to the next thing. All right, so yesterday we got all the soil amended, added some extra compost and some planting soil in here. Also covered the entire area with straw. So we had a heck of a weed problem in here, mostly these goat head sticker plants. So we went ahead and did that. We got these ready to go. We had some chives that made it from last year. Pretty pleased about that. Those little guys are already flowering, so they're gonna work out great. This is actually a box for our cucumbers. We'll probably get those put in today as well. We're just gonna start with some tomatoes, but wanted to show you what things look like afterwards, and then you can see the drip line. We'll probably not today, but we'll get some drip line put on this for some automatic timed watering. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started here. I think everybody kind of knows how to plant a tomato. Basically what you want to make sure you do is not bury it real deep. Well, that's kind of a fairly big misconception. You don't really need to do that. You can bury it just a little bit lower than you than the base level, right, of the where the roots meet the stem. That's fine, but you don't really need to bury it super deep, even if they're a little leggy. That'll work out pretty well. We installed a permanent cattle fence up here to use as a trellis. We'll line these guys up, kind of space them out within each of these boxes. And then if we have any overflow or any that are left, we'll probably put those in a row somewhere or what, but we should be able to get most of them put in. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes dedicated to just tomatoes. So all right, and just like that, we've got 45 tomato plants put in. That's a pretty good start. Here's Shauna doing a little example of putting one in. And we use these little clippies, these little guys like this. Super valuable, especially with the wind that we have. It is just phenomenally bad. So we clip it on there, that's it. course, I had to stop and feed these monstrosities too. Look at these guys. They are the cutest little guys though. Having some alfalfa. Really kind of a snack. Kind of irresistible though. I always have to stop and watch them for just a little while. Our little guy over here, Dumbo on the far left, hanging in there. Still another week later and still doing okay. You can see Mom out there in the mud hole, in her wallow, thinking this is the best thing ever. Well, today I really wanted to get some planting done, but it looks like we're going to get a really bad thunderstorm this afternoon, so I thought, well, putting in these little plants over here that I have hardening off in the sun really probably would be a terrible idea. So today, little mini project, I got a Rubbermaid stock tank and I got a float for it. So I just put this together really quick. We also have some piglets, so this is going to serve both. The adult pigs, the sows can drink right out of the top, and the babies can drink right out of these lever nipples. We found that these actually work much better than the kind they have to bite on. These, they just kind of move with their nose, water comes out, they don't clog as easy. But I got a little adapter kit. It's a little 1-inch adapter, and on the back it's got another rubber seal on it. So hopefully this stays mostly sealed. I would guess that it probably will. The float is actually made by Rubbermaid and fits right on these tubs just fine. Just put a screw in the top there to kind of keep it still. You attach a garden hose and done. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys this little bit. I'll let you know how it works, but if you're looking for a cost-effective solution for both adult and piglets all at one time for some drinking water on a float that you just don't have to go back and check on 6 times a day, this might be it. I'll let you know how it goes.
Freaking hail, man. Freaking hail. What are you doing, you stupid chickens? Go inside. Oh my God. Somebody please explain to me how chickens are smart. That is not smart. Oh, good God. Go inside, you stupid chickens. Oh. They did, and then they came back out. And they keep coming back out. Dummies.
And thanks for coming back, by the way. We've been hit a big milestone here at Seven Anubis Farms channel with 10,000 subscribers. We're really pleased with that. Lots of folks out of Indonesia, a lot of people out of Egypt. Maybe that's not a big surprise given the name of the farm, but we really appreciate our global community out there of farmers and people that are interested in small farming. Keep it up. And shout out to you guys for all your help in making this channel grow and be something special for everybody else.